Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of profound separation? Each star, a lonely point of light, each distant galaxy, a solitary island in an endless, dark ocean. We see the spaces between things, the void, the emptiness. But what if that emptiness isn't empty at all? What if the universe is more connected than it appears? Tonight, we journey into that gentle darkness. We are going to explore a discovery that redraws the map of our cosmic neighborhood. Scientists have found something extraordinary, an invisible bridge, a structure made of the most mysterious substance in the universe, linking our own Milky Way galaxy to its nearest grand neighbor, Andromeda. This is not a story of empty space, but of a hidden, vibrant architecture. So close your eyes, settle in, and let us travel together across this unseen bridge into a deeper understanding of the cosmos, and perhaps into a deep and peaceful sleep. Before we begin our journey, let's become acquainted with the material of our bridge. It is called dark matter. The name sounds mysterious, perhaps even a little unsettling, but let's think of it differently. It is not darkness in the sense of an absence of light. It is more like a presence that does not interact with light. Imagine a cool, gentle breeze on a summer evening. You cannot see the air. You cannot see the wind, but you can feel its presence as it rustles the leaves on the trees. You can see its effect. Dark matter is like that cosmic breeze. It is everywhere. It flows through you and me, through the very walls of this room, as if we were not even here. It is shy. It is elusive. For decades, scientists knew it must exist because they could see its gravitational effects. They saw galaxies spinning so fast they should have flown apart, yet something unseen was holding them together. This something, this invisible glue, makes up about 85% of all the matter in the universe. It is the silent majority. It is the framework, the scaffolding upon which the visible universe of stars and galaxies is built. So as we proceed, do not think of it as dark and cold. Think of it as the quiet, sturdy foundation of everything we see. The silent, invisible architect of the cosmos. Let us begin by visualizing the space around us. Not the room you are in, but the grander room of our local universe. Picture our home galaxy, the Milky Way, a swirling, beautiful spiral of 100 billion stars, a city of light and dust and life. It is vast beyond comprehension from our perspective, but in the grand scheme, it is just one island of light. Now let your mind drift across the dark expanse, travel outwards, past the faint glow of our galaxy's edge, into the intergalactic medium, the space between galaxies. For a long, long time, this was considered the great emptiness, a profound void, cold and desolate. But our understanding is changing. This space is not a void. It is a medium, a thin, almost imperceptible sea. And in this sea there are currents, there are rivers, there are unseen structures that guide the cosmic dance. As you relax, as your breathing deepens, imagine this supposed emptiness filling with potential. It is not a black canvas, but a transparent one, a medium that holds the deepest secrets of cosmic structure. This is the stage upon which our story unfolds. The quiet, dark theater where galaxies perform their slow, gravitational ballet over billions of years. Feel the stillness of this space, the profound peace. It is not empty. It is simply waiting, waiting for us to discover the connections that have been there all along, hiding in plain sight by being perfectly invisible. This is the true nature of the universe we inhabit, a place far more interconnected and subtly woven than our eyes alone can reveal. Now let's introduce the other main character in our story. Across that vast, dark expanse, about 2.5 million light years away, lies our cosmic twin, the Andromeda Galaxy. It is a majestic spiral, even larger than our own Milky Way. Through a telescope on a clear night, it appears as a faint, fuzzy smudge, a celestial cloud. But this cloud is a city of 1 trillion stars, 1 trillion suns. It is our closest major galactic neighbor, and it is on a collision course with us. But do not worry. This is the slowest collision imaginable, a gentle merger that will unfold over the next 4 to 5 billion years. For now, Andromeda and the Milky Way are like two dancers, slowly circling each other on the cosmic floor. They are the dominant members of what we call the local group, a small cluster of over 50 galaxies, all bound together by gravity. For years, we have studied their motion, their gravitational pull on one another. We understood that they were linked, but the link was always thought of as an invisible force, an abstract concept of gravity acting across empty space. The discovery we are exploring tonight changes that perception. It gives that abstract force a physical form, a substance. It suggests that these two dancers are not just circling each other in an empty ballroom, but are, in fact, holding hands, connected by a tangible, albeit invisible, tether that spans the entire distance between them. This connection is ancient, profound, and it has guided their paths since the dawn of their existence. The question that puzzled astronomers for so long was one of accounting. When they calculated the mass of all the visible stars, gas and dust in both the Milky Way and Andromeda, and then calculated the gravitational force that mass should generate, the numbers didn't add up. The gravitational pull between our two galaxies, and indeed the pull, holding each galaxy itself together, was far, far stronger than it should be. It was like seeing a small magnet lift a heavy piece of iron. Something was missing from the equation. A huge amount of mass was unaccounted for. This is what we call the missing mass problem. This invisible mass, this dark matter, must be there. Its gravitational signature is undeniable. Imagine two ships at sea at night. You cannot see the water between them, but you can see how they rock and sway in response to the same ocean currents. Astronomers were seeing the galaxies sway, but they couldn't see the ocean. They inferred its existence. This ocean of dark matter is not just a little extra. It outweighs all the normal matter, the stuff that makes up stars, planets, and people, by a factor of more than 5 to 1. So when you look at a galaxy, you are only seeing the bright foam on the surface of a much deeper, darker, and more massive ocean. The bridge between our galaxies is a current in that ocean, a concentrated river flowing in the invisible depths, its gravitational pull shaping the destiny of the bright islands of light we call galaxies. So, how did scientists finally see this invisible bridge? They used a clever technique that relies on the very nature of gravity itself. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, massive objects bend the fabric of space-time, and as light travels through space-time, it follows these curves. Imagine placing a heavy ball on a stretched rubber sheet. The sheet curves downwards around the ball. If you roll a small marble past the ball, its path will be deflected by that curve. This is exactly what happens with light in the cosmos. A massive object, like a galaxy or a filament of dark matter, will bend the path of light from a more distant object that passes by it. This effect is called gravitational lensing. It's like the universe has its own set of invisible lenses. In this case, the lens was the proposed bridge of dark matter between the Milky Way and Andromeda. The challenge was that this lens would be incredibly weak. The filament is diffuse, spread out over millions of light years. Its gravitational effect on any single beam of light would be minuscule, almost impossible to detect. So scientists needed a different approach. They couldn't look at just one light source. They needed to look at many to find a collective, statistical pattern of bending that could only be explained by the presence of a massive, elongated structure lying between us and the light sources. To find this subtle pattern, the researchers needed background lights. They needed something incredibly bright and incredibly distant, shining from far beyond both Andromeda and the Milky Way. They found their cosmic lighthouses in quasars. Quasars are the intensely bright cores of very distant young galaxies. They're powered by supermassive black holes feeding on enormous amounts of gas and dust, and they shine with the light of trillions of stars, making them visible even from across the observable universe. They are the perfect backlights for this cosmic experiment. The astronomers identified hundreds of thousands of these quasars located in the sky in the region far behind the area between our two galaxies. Their light has been traveling for billions of years, crossing the cosmos to reach us. The hypothesis was simple. If there is a massive filament of dark matter connecting the Milky Way and Andromeda, then the light from the quasars passing through this region should be ever so slightly deflected by its gravity. The images of these quasars should be subtly distorted. This distortion would be far too small to see by looking at a single quasar image, but by analyzing the shapes of hundreds of thousands of quasars, they could search for a consistent, faint alignment, a shared stretching effect. This would be the telltale signature of the invisible bridge, the faint, gravitational shadow cast by the unseen cosmic river. It was a monumental task of data analysis, like trying to hear a single, soft whisper in a crowded stadium. Imagine the journey of one of those photons of light. Born in the heart of a quasar, billions of years ago, it began a solitary voyage across the expanding universe. For eons, it traveled through the great cosmic voids, past countless galaxies it would never encounter. Its path was almost perfectly straight. Then, in the final stretch of its immense journey, it entered our local neighborhood. It entered the region between Andromeda and the Milky Way, and here its path changed. It encountered the bridge. It passed through this river of dark matter. The photon itself did not interact with the dark matter particles. It flew right past them. But the collective mass of those particles, trillions upon trillions of them, exerted a gentle gravitational pull. Space-time itself was slightly curved here. The photon, following the contours of space-time, was nudged. Its trajectory was bent by an infinitesimal amount. It was a subtle, silent interaction, a whisper of gravity. After passing through the bridge, It continued on its way, carrying with it the memory of that gentle deflection. Finally, after a journey of billions of years, it ended its voyage in the detector of a telescope on Earth, and that tiny, tiny deviation in its path, when combined with the tiny deviations of quintillions of other photons from thousands of other quasars, told a story. It was the statistical evidence that confirmed the bridge was real. Each photon was a messenger, carrying a piece of the puzzle, and together they painted a picture of the invisible. The result of this painstaking analysis was breathtaking. The data showed a clear, statistically significant signal. The quasars behind the region between the Milky Way and Andromeda were indeed slightly, but consistently distorted. Their shapes were subtly aligned in a way that perfectly matched the predictions of a massive filament, a bridge of matter stretching between the two galaxies. The invisible had been made visible, not through light, but through its gravitational echo. The whisper in the stadium had been heard. This discovery is a cornerstone of our modern understanding of cosmology. It provides the first direct observational evidence for the existence of these filaments in our immediate cosmic vicinity. Before this, the cosmic web, this grand network of dark matter filaments, was a beautiful and powerful prediction of our computer simulations of the universe. We believed it was there. Our models of galaxy formation depended on it, but we had never been able to directly detect a piece of it so close to home. This finding transformed the cosmic web from a theoretical concept into a tangible, observable reality. It confirmed that our own galaxy is not an isolated island, but an integral part of a much larger, interconnected structure. It's like discovering the roads and highways on a map that you previously thought was only oceans and islands. It changes everything about how you see the world, or in this case, the universe. Let's try to comprehend the scale of this structure we are traveling along. It spans the 2.5 million light years separating us from Andromeda. To put that into perspective, if our entire Milky Way galaxy, with its hundreds of billions of stars, were the size of a dinner plate, Andromeda would be another dinner plate about 80 feet away, and the bridge of dark matter would be an almost invisible 80-foot-long thread of silk connecting them. It is immense in its length, yet incredibly diffuse. The density of the dark matter within the filament is higher than in the empty voids of space, but it is still what we would consider an almost perfect vacuum. It is not a solid object. It is a subtle overdensity, a gravitational channel. Imagine floating within it. You would see nothing. The stars of the Milky Way would be in one direction, a glorious swirl of light. The faint glow of Andromeda in another. All around you would be the blackness of intergalactic space. You would feel nothing. The dark matter particles would pass through you without a trace. Yet you would be in the heart of one of the most massive structures in our local universe. You would be carried along by its gentle, inexorable gravitational current. It is a place of profound tranquility, a river of silence. Its existence is not felt through ordinary senses, but through the patient, powerful force of gravity, shaping the cosmos on a scale that humbles all human experience. Breathe deeply and feel the quiet majesty of this invisible river. What is this bridge truly made of? While we call it dark matter, the truth is, we don't know the exact nature of the particle, or particles that constitute it. This is one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in physics. There are several leading candidates. One popular idea is a type of particle called a WIMP, which stands for Weakly Interacting Massive Particle. As the name suggests, these particles are thought to be much heavier than protons or neutrons, but they interact with normal matter and with each other only very, very weakly through the weak nuclear force and gravity. They are the cosmic ghosts, the shy giants of the universe. Another possibility is a much lighter, more ethereal particle called an axion. These are hypothetical particles that are incredibly light, and they would form a vast, cold, quantum field that permeates space. Think of them not as individual bullets, but as slow, gentle waves in the cosmic ocean. There are other, more exotic theories as well, but whatever its true nature, this substance is fundamentally different from the matter we know. It does not shine, it does not reflect, it does not absorb light. It is a form of matter that exists in a world parallel to our own, interacting with us only through the common language of gravity. The bridge between the galaxies is a concentration of this strange, ghostly substance, a river of cosmic mystery. And as we drift along it in our imagination, we are touching upon one of the deepest frontiers of human knowledge, a place where our understanding fades into wonder. This filament is not just a static bridge, it is a dynamic, vital part of the cosmic ecosystem. It serves as a cosmic highway, a conduit for the raw materials of galaxy formation. Computer simulations show that in the early universe, pristine hydrogen and helium gas, the fuel for the first stars, was drawn by gravity into these dark matter filaments. The filaments acted like cosmic aqueducts, channeling this gas from the vast, empty voids towards the intersections of the cosmic web. These intersections, these nodes where filaments met, were the places with the highest density of dark matter. They became the gravitational wells where the first galaxies were born, and these galaxies continue to be fed by the filaments connected to them. So, the bridge between the Milky Way and Andromeda is likely not just dark matter. It is also suffused with a thin, tenuous plasma of primordial gas. It is a cosmic umbilical cord, slowly feeding both galaxies, providing the material for new generations of stars. It is a nursery and a supply line, all in one. The galaxies are not just connected by this bridge, they are nourished by it. It is an active, life-giving structure, a fundamental part of the process that allows the universe to build complexity and beauty out of the simple elements forged in the Big Bang. It is the invisible circulatory system of the cosmos. Let us journey back in time. Billions of years ago, the universe was younger, smaller, and denser. The cosmic web was just beginning to take shape, collapsing out of the near-uniform soup of matter and energy that filled the early cosmos. The regions that would one day become the Milky Way and Andromeda were two nearby concentrations of dark matter, two promising seeds in the cosmic field. As gravity pulled more and more dark matter into these halos, the filament between them would have become more defined. It was the first, most fundamental connection. Then, normal matter, the hydrogen and helium gas, was drawn in. It followed the gravitational path laid out by the dark matter, flowing along the filament and pooling in the two main halos. In these dense pools of gas, the first stars ignited, like streetlights turning on in a newly formed city. The two proto-galaxies were born. And for all the billions of years since, they have continued to evolve, to grow, to merge with smaller galaxies, all while being anchored and connected by this enduring, underlying filament of dark matter. The bridge is not a recent structure. It is an ancient one. It is the original blueprint, the foundational architecture that dictated where our galactic cities would be built. Its presence is a testament to the power of gravity to create intricate, beautiful order over cosmic timescales. It is the memory of the universe, written in a substance we cannot see. Now, let us turn our gaze to the future. What is the destiny of this bridge and of the two galaxies it connects? As we know, Andromeda is moving towards us. This motion is partly due to the overall gravitational pull of the local group, but the dense filament of dark matter between us undoubtedly plays a crucial role. It acts like a gravitational channel, a well-worn path that guides the two galaxies towards their eventual union. In about 4.5 billion years, the two galaxies will begin their first close pass. They will merge. The stars themselves will not collide. The distances between them are too vast. But their gravitational fields will wreak havoc on each other's beautiful spiral structures. They will be stretched and distorted, throwing off long tidal tails of stars and gas. After several passes over hundreds of millions of years, they will finally settle down and merge into a single, giant elliptical galaxy. Some astronomers have already nicknamed this future galaxy Milkomeda. And what of the bridge? It will be consumed in the merger. The filament and the two dark matter halos it connects will combine to form one single, enormous halo of dark matter surrounding the new, larger galaxy. The bridge's ultimate purpose, it seems, is to facilitate this union. It is a cosmic matchmaker, slowly but surely bringing two giants together. It is a story of cosmic connection, of union, of creation. A reminder that even in the vastness of space, things are drawn together to create something new and grander than before. Let's pause our journey for a moment and simply float. Imagine yourself suspended in the center of this great, invisible river. There is no up or down, no east or west. There is only the faint, distant glow of the Milky Way in one direction and the even fainter glow of Andromeda in the other. All else is a perfect, deep black, punctuated by the pinpricks of impossibly distant quasars and galaxies. There is a silence here that is deeper than any silence on Earth. There is no air to carry sound, no wind, no vibration, only the gentle, constant whisper of gravity. It is a silence that is not empty, but full of presence, full of the immense, slow-motion processes of the cosmos. In this silence, you can feel the time scale of the universe. A human lifetime is less than a blink of an eye. The entire history of civilization is a fleeting thought. Here, time is measured in billions of years. The rotation of galaxies. The slow drift of cosmic structures. The patient journey towards a galactic merger. Feel the peace in that immense time scale. It offers a profound perspective. Our daily worries, our anxieties, our deadlines, they all seem to fade into insignificance against this backdrop of cosmic patience. Breathe in this silence. Let it fill you. Let the gentle, gravitational current of the dark matter river rock you into a state of deep, deep calm. There's no need to hurry. There's nothing to do but be, to float, to rest. This single bridge we have been exploring is not unique. It is but one thread in a vast, universe-spanning tapestry. This is the cosmic web. Imagine zooming out from our local group, far, far out. You would begin to see the larger structure of the universe. You would see that galaxies are not distributed randomly. They are arranged in a magnificent, web-like pattern. There are long, winding filaments, like the one connecting us to Andromeda, stretching for hundreds of millions of light years. These filaments meet at dense, bright nodes. These nodes are the great clusters of galaxies, cosmic megalopolises containing thousands of individual galaxies, all swirling in a massive halo of dark matter and hot gas. And between the filaments and clusters are the great cosmic voids, immense, nearly empty bubbles of space, hundreds of millions of light years across, where very few galaxies reside. The universe, on its largest scales, looks like a sponge, or a neuron, or a network of glittering threads. This cosmic web is the largest structure in existence. It is the skeleton of the cosmos, and it is made almost entirely of dark matter. The galaxies, the bright stuff we see, are just the dewdrops clinging to this immense, invisible web. Knowing this, we can feel an even deeper sense of connection. Our galaxy is not just connected to Andromeda, it is connected to everything. We are part of a single, unified cosmic structure, a network of unimaginable scale and beauty. Let us now consider the great voids, the spaces in between the threads of the cosmic web. If the filaments are rivers of matter, the voids are the vast, silent plains of near-nothingness. These are the quietest places in the universe. In a region hundreds of millions of light years across, there might be only a handful of small, lonely galaxies. The density of both dark matter and normal matter here is far, far lower than the cosmic average. The expansion of the universe is more dominant in these regions, pushing everything further and further apart. Imagine drifting into one of these voids. The familiar glow of galaxies would fade. The sky would become darker. The silence would become even more profound. It is a place of cosmic solitude, but it is not a place of chaos. The voids are an essential part of the structure. They provide the contrast that makes the web visible. They are the dark velvet upon which the glittering cosmic jewelry is laid. Their existence is a consequence of gravity. As matter flowed into the filaments and clusters, it was drained from these regions, leaving them empty. They are the peaceful, meditative counterpoint to the busy, bright galactic clusters. They remind us that for there to be structure, there must also be emptiness. For there to be connection, there must also be space. As you relax, you can imagine letting go of the busy thoughts in your mind, allowing them to drift away, creating a peaceful, quiet void within yourself, a place of perfect rest and stillness. Our place in this grand cosmic architecture is both humbling and empowering. We live on a small, rocky planet orbiting an average star in the suburbs of a large spiral galaxy, and our galaxy is located on a relatively small filament of the cosmic web in a quiet corner of the universe. We are not at the center of a great supercluster. We are part of the cosmic periphery. And yet, from this quiet vantage point, we are able to look out and comprehend this structure. We are able to piece together the story of the universe. This is the remarkable thing. The universe, through us, is becoming aware of itself. The stardust that makes up our bodies, forged in the hearts of long dead stars, has organized itself into conscious beings who can now map the invisible scaffolding that guided the formation of those fairy stars. There is a beautiful circularity to this. We are not separate from the cosmic web. We are a product of it. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself. Feeling our place within this structure can give us a sense of belonging. We are not random accidents in a meaningless void. We are part of an ancient, intricate, and deeply connected system. We are home, right here, right now, on our tiny planet, floating along a gentle thread in the universal tapestry. And there is a deep peace to be found in that realization. The discovery of this dark matter bridge does more than just confirm a theory. It changes our emotional and philosophical relationship with the cosmos. For most of human history, the heavens were a place of separation, of distant, untouchable objects. We felt isolated on our small world. This discovery helps to dissolve that sense of isolation. It tells us that we are physically linked to our galactic neighbors. The force holding you gently in your bed right now is the same force that structures this cosmic bridge, the same force that pulls Andromeda towards us. Gravity. It is the universal language of connection. The bridge is a physical manifestation of that connection. It is a reminder that the universe is not a collection of separate objects, but a single, interacting whole. Just as the roots of trees in a forest are interconnected underground in a network we cannot see, so too are the galaxies connected by this dark, cosmic mycelium. Realizing this can be a powerful antidote to feelings of loneliness or separation. We are part of a system so vast and interconnected that we can never truly be alone. We are bathed in the gravitational influence of this great cosmic structure, a gentle, constant reminder that we belong to something magnificent. Think about the texture of this bridge. It is not solid, it is not liquid, it is not gas. It is a cloud of weakly interacting particles. Imagine moving your hand through it. You would feel absolutely nothing. The particles would flow around you and through you as if you were a ghost. And yet, its collective gravity is powerful enough to choreograph the dance of galaxies over billions of years. This is a different kind of substance. Its power lies not in its solidity, but in its persistence and its ubiquity. It is a gentle force applied consistently over immense scales of time and space. There's a lesson in this. It teaches us that the most powerful forces are not always the most dramatic or visible. Sometimes the most profound changes are brought about by gentle, persistent, and almost invisible influences. The steady drip of water can carve a canyon. A quiet, consistent effort can build a cathedral. The gentle, pervasive gravity of dark matter can build a universe. As you lie there, feeling the gentle rise and fall of your own breath, you can connect with this idea. Your breath is a soft, quiet force, but it is persistent. It sustains you. It is a gentle rhythm that powers your life. In the same way, The dark matter filament is part of the quiet, cosmic breath that sustains the life of galaxies. What is the sound of a dark matter filament? This is, of course, a metaphorical question. In the vacuum of space, there is no medium for sound to travel. The silence is absolute. But if we could translate its gravitational presence into sound, what would it be? It would not be a crash or a bang. It would be the lowest possible frequency, a deep, resonant hum, far below the threshold of human hearing, the kind of sound you feel in your bones rather than hear with your ears. A cosmic bass note that has been playing steadily for 13 billion years. It would be the sound of space-time itself, gently vibrating with the presence of this immense mass. It would be the sound of galaxies being slowly, patiently drawn together. The sound of cosmic structure holding firm against the rushing expansion of the universe. It is the fundamental keynote of our local universe. As you drift deeper and deeper into a state of rest, you can imagine tuning into this cosmic hum. Feel a gentle, low vibration that resonates through everything. It is a sound of stability, a sound of connection, a sound of peace. Let this deep cosmic drone be your lullaby tonight. The ancient silent music of the cosmic web, guiding you into a peaceful, restorative sleep. Let us consider the color of this darkness. When we think of dark matter, we picture black. But is it truly black? Black is the color of an object that absorbs all light. But dark matter does not absorb light. It does not interact with it at all. Light passes right through it, unaffected, except for the gravitational bending of its path. So, a more accurate color for dark matter would be perfect transparency. It is the ultimate form of invisibility. It is like a perfectly clean pane of glass of cosmic proportions. But this transparency serves a purpose. It is the canvas that allows the light of the universe to shine more brightly. By gathering the luminous matter into galaxies and stars, the dark matter creates the points of light. It sculpts the beauty we see. It is the unseen artist that arranges the composition. Without the dark matter scaffolding, the gas and dust in the universe would be a thin, uniform fog. There would be no stars, no galaxies, no planets, no life. The universe would be a dull, faint glow. The darkness of dark matter is what makes the light possible. It is a generative darkness, a creative emptiness. So as you rest here, in the darkness of your room, think of it not as an absence, but as a place of potential, a quiet, peaceful space where new things can begin. The darkness is a canvas for your dreams. The existence of this bridge has profound implications for the search for the dark matter particle itself. Now that we know where a large, relatively nearby concentration of this matter is, we can design experiments to look for it more effectively. Some theories predict that when two dark matter particles like WIMPs collide, they might annihilate each other, producing a faint flash of gamma rays or other high-energy particles. These annihilation events would be incredibly rare. But a dense structure like the filament between us and Andromeda is a prime location to search for such a signal. Astronomers can now point their gamma ray telescopes at this region of the sky for long periods, patiently collecting data, hoping to catch a glimpse of this faint, ghostly light. Other experiments, deep underground, are designed to detect the rare occasion when a dark matter particle bumps into a nucleus of normal matter. Knowing the density and likely velocity of particles in the filament helps to fine-tune these incredibly sensitive experiments. The bridge is not just a fascinating cosmic object. It is a natural laboratory. It is a clue, a signpost on the road to solving one of science's greatest mysteries. Every new piece of knowledge, every discovery like this, brings us one small step closer to understanding the fundamental nature of our universe. And the search is a quiet, patient one, much like the object it seeks to find. As we continue our imaginary float along this filament, let's reflect on its strength. Not a strength like steel, but a strength of gravitational cohesion. All around the local group, the universe is expanding. Distant galaxies are rushing away from us at incredible speeds, carried along by the expansion of space-time itself. This expansion is a powerful, relentless force. And yet here, in our local neighborhood, gravity is winning. The galaxies of the local group are not flying apart from each other. They are bound together. The dark matter filament is a key part of this binding. It is a gravitational rope that holds our cosmic family together, resisting the outward pull of cosmic expansion. It creates a small oasis of gravitational stability in an expanding universe. It is a testament to the fact that even in the face of overwhelming forces, local connections can endure. There is a sense of safety and stability in this. It feels like being in a calm harbor while a storm rages on the open sea. Our little corner of the universe is a gravitationally bound family, and this dark matter bridge is one of the ties that binds. It is a quiet, powerful symbol of cohesion and resilience. And in that, there is a deep sense of comfort and peace, a feeling of being securely anchored in the vast cosmic ocean. Let us revisit the idea of the bridge as a cosmic highway. We've talked about it channeling primordial gas. But what else might travel along this gravitational river? Over cosmic time, small dwarf galaxies, rogue star clusters, or even individual hypervelocity stars ejected from their home galaxies might be captured by the filament's gravitational pull. They would then be guided along its length, slowly making their way towards either the Milky Way or Andromeda. The bridge could be a celestial migration route, a path for cosmic wanderers. Imagine a small, ancient dwarf galaxy composed of some of the oldest stars in the universe. After a lonely journey through the void, it is caught in the gentle current of the filament. For billions of years, it travels along this dark road, its stars slowly aging. Finally, it reaches the outskirts of the Milky Way and is captured by our galaxy's larger gravitational field, becoming one of our many satellite galaxies. Its stars become part of our home. The bridge facilitates this cosmic blending. It helps to mix and merge the universe's creations, ensuring that nothing stays isolated forever. It is a force for unity, for bringing things together. It weaves the cosmic story, thread by thread, encounter by encounter, slowly building a richer and more complex tapestry across the eons. The bridge is not just a structure in space. It is a structure in time. Its existence stretches back almost to the beginning of the universe. It is nearly 13 billion years old. To float along it is to be in the presence of something truly ancient. It has witnessed the birth of the first stars. It was here long before our sun and our planet were formed. It will be here long after they are gone. Its timescale is geological. No, cosmological. It operates on a rhythm that is slow, patient, and eternal from our perspective. Meditating on this deep time can be incredibly calming. It puts our own lives, with all their urgency and worry, into a much larger context. The problems that seem so large today are revealed to be fleeting moments in a much grander story. The bridge is a monument to patience. It did not form in a day. It was built by the slow, persistent accumulation of matter under the gentle influence of gravity over billions upon billions of years. It is a reminder that great and beautiful things take time to create. There is no hurry. The universe is unfolding at its own perfect pace. And by aligning ourselves with that slow, deep rhythm, we can find a profound sense of peace and release from the tyranny of the urgent. Breathe in that ancient calm. Breathe out your worries. You are floating in eternity. Let's use this invisible bridge as a metaphor. Think about the unseen connections in your own life, the bonds of family, friendship, and community, the shared ideas and histories that connect you to others. Like dark matter, these connections are often invisible. You cannot see love. You cannot see trust. You cannot see a shared memory. But you can feel their effects. They shape your life. They give it structure and meaning. They hold you together. These connections form a personal web, linking you to the people and places that matter. Sometimes we feel isolated, like we are a single star in a dark sky. But the lesson of the cosmic web is that nothing is truly isolated. We are all part of a larger structure, connected by invisible threads. This dark matter bridge is a cosmic symbol of that truth. It is a powerful reminder that the most important things in the universe and in our lives are often the things we cannot see. As you drift off to sleep, you can hold this thought. Feel the invisible web of connection that surrounds you, the people who care for you, the community you are a part of, the shared humanity that links us all. You are not an island. You are part of a beautiful, intricate, and supportive network. Let that feeling of connection bring you comfort, security, and a deep, peaceful rest. Imagine the perspective of a being who could see dark matter. For them, the universe would look completely different. The bright galaxies that we see would be mere faint smudges, secondary to the main event. The true view would be the cosmic web itself, a glorious, intricate network of glowing filaments and massive, shining halos. The universe would appear as a single, connected entity, a colossal, shimmering organism. They would see the great rivers of dark matter flowing between the halos, carrying their nourishment of gas. They would see the slow, gravitational breathing of the whole structure. From this perspective, our obsession with the tiny, bright specks of normal matter would seem quaint. We are like people living on a beautiful coastline who are fascinated by the sea foam, but completely unaware of the deep, powerful ocean that creates it. The discovery of the dark matter bridge is like our first tentative step towards seeing that deeper reality. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that allows us to glimpse the true structure of the world for the first time. It is a humbling and awe-inspiring shift in perspective. and it opens up a universe that is far grander, more mysterious, and more beautifully interconnected than we ever dared to imagine. As you sleep, perhaps your dreams can take you to that place, a world where you can see the invisible architecture and float along the glowing threads of the real, hidden cosmos. The study of the cosmic web and its filaments is a young and exciting field of astronomy. The discovery of our local bridge is just the beginning. Scientists are now developing new techniques and new telescopes to map this web in ever greater detail. Future space telescopes will be designed to detect the faint signature of the hot gas that is thought to reside within these filaments, allowing us to see them directly, not just through their gravitational effects. Large-scale surveys will map the positions of millions of galaxies, tracing the patterns of the web across vast stretches of the cosmos. By studying the web, we can learn about the very early universe. The subtle patterns and structures in the web today are echoes of tiny quantum fluctuations that existed just moments after the Big Bang. The web is a cosmic fossil, preserving the memory of the universe's first instance. It is also a key to understanding the nature of dark energy, the mysterious force that is causing the expansion of the universe to accelerate. The cosmic web is a battleground between the inward pull of gravity, dominated by dark matter, and the outward push of dark energy. By studying its evolution, we can learn about the fundamental forces that govern the ultimate fate of our universe. The quiet, invisible bridge we have been exploring tonight is not just a curiosity. It is a gateway to answering the deepest questions we can ask. Let's return, one last time, to the feeling of being here, in this invisible current. Let the reality of it sink into your subconscious. You are part of a galaxy that is physically tethered to another. You are not adrift. You are anchored. You are on a journey, a slow, inevitable journey towards a beautiful merger. This structure, this bridge, is a symbol of cosmic certainty. Its gravitational pull is gentle, but it is relentless and unwavering. It has been pulling our galaxies together for billions of years, and it will continue to do so for billions more. There is a great peace in that certainty. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, the universe operates on laws that are profound, elegant, and reliable. The law of gravity, which wrote this story, is the same law that keeps your feet on the ground and holds the moon in the sky. It is a constant, reassuring presence. As you surrender to sleep, you can surrender to this cosmic certainty. Let go of the need to control. Allow yourself to be carried by the gentle, inevitable currents of rest. Trust in the process. Just as the galaxies trust the gravitational path laid out for them, you can trust your body's natural path into deep and restorative sleep. You are safe. You are connected. You are part of a grand, orderly, and beautiful cosmic dance. Our journey is nearing its end. We have traveled across an invisible bridge that spans millions of light years. We have explored the nature of dark matter, the gentle, invisible architect of the cosmos. We have witnessed how it weaves the grand tapestry of the cosmic web, a structure of filaments, nodes, and voids that gives the universe its shape. We saw how this specific filament, our local bridge, was discovered through the faint, gravitational bending of light from distant quasars. We contemplated its immense scale, its ancient origins, and its ultimate destiny in the merger of our galaxy with Andromeda. We have used it as a lens to view our own place in the universe, finding not isolation, but deep and profound connection. This bridge is more than just a scientific curiosity. It is a powerful symbol, a symbol of the unseen forces that shape our world, a symbol of the connections that bind us together, and a symbol of the immense, quiet, and patient beauty of the cosmos. It is a story written in gravity, a poem told in silence, and it has been here all along, waiting for us to learn how to read its subtle language. The universe is full of such wonders, hidden just beyond the reach of our ordinary senses, waiting to be discovered. As we bring our awareness back from the depths of intergalactic space, let's carry that feeling of peace and connection with us. Bring back the sense of immense scale, the feeling of cosmic patience. Let the deep, silent hum of the universe continue to resonate within you. The bridge is still there. As you sleep, it will continue its silent work, guiding our galaxy through the night. The stars will continue their slow, wheeling dance overhead. The universe will continue its grand, unhurried unfolding. And you can rest, knowing that you are a part of it all. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are a living, breathing, dreaming piece of it. The same laws that govern the motion of galaxies govern the beating of your heart. The same matter that forms the distant stars is woven into the fabric of your being. You are stardust, resting on a planet that is traveling along an invisible road in space. Let this final thought be a comforting blanket, a feeling of belonging to something vast, ancient, and magnificent. Allow yourself to let go completely, to dissolve into the peaceful cosmic darkness, to drift into a deep and healing sleep, cradled by the gentle gravity of your own bed, on your own quiet island in the great, connected, cosmic sea. And so, our exploration of the invisible bridge concludes. We've journeyed from the familiar lights of the night sky into the hidden architecture that underpins it all. The key takeaway, the most wondrous realization, is that the universe is not a scattering of lonely islands, but a single, interwoven tapestry. This dark matter filament is a testament to that connection, a physical link between our home and our galactic neighbor, transforming our understanding of our place in the cosmos. It is a quiet revolution in our perception, revealing a universe that is more structured, more unified, and more mysterious than we ever knew. Thank you for joining me on this peaceful journey tonight. I hope it has brought you a sense of wonder and deep relaxation. If you enjoyed this cosmic exploration, please consider subscribing to the channel for more lectures designed for sleep and contemplation. A simple like on the video helps others find this quiet corner of the internet. And now, I have a question for you to ponder as you drift off. If you could send a single thought or feeling across this dark matter bridge to whatever might exist in the Andromeda galaxy, what would it be? Share your peaceful thoughts in the comments below. For now, I wish you the deepest peace and the most restful sleep. Good night.